welcome back to the channel, and today, well, we all know what the biggest part of this video is going to be about, but yeah, we have this week's F1 news update, and there are two things, believe it or not. One, the Haas car launch is happening today. However, not yet. Hasn't happened for me yet, and it probably hasn't happened for you guys yet, but if it has, well, regardless, I will leave the Haas Instagram in the description for you guys to go and check it out for yourselves. Let me know what you think of the livery, and I'll let you know what I think as well. But that's not what we're here to talk about today, is it? Let's be real. There's only one thing on F1 fans' minds right now, and that was the absolute bombshell that was dropped yesterday. From about, realistically, 11 o'clock, it was highly speculated. Then around 2 o'clock, it was semi-confirmed, and then 7 o'clock, UK time, of course this all is, it was dropped. The news was official. Lewis Hamilton, in 2025, will be departing Mercedes to Maranello to join Scuderiaferrari. Now, obviously, this is a very, very big move, because we all thought Lewis Hamilton was going to be Mercedes until the day he dies, right? Like, he was very much Mercedes forever. In fact, every car he's driven up to now in F1 has had a Mercedes engine in the back of it, from his McLaren days to his Mercedes days. Like, they have all had Mercedes engines in them, so this will be a very big change on that front at the very least. Of course, he'll be moving over to Italy, so he'll have to start speaking Italian, I'd imagine, or I don't know if he'll have to, but he'll probably do so anyway out of respect for the team. And obviously this came as a pretty big surprise, as it was only announced at the end of August that Lewis Hamilton had signed a 2-year contract with Mercedes, which would have secured him until the end of next year, when, at that point, he will actually have already done a year at Ferrari. Now, obviously, this is quite early to make such an announcement like this. I don't know why it was made today, literally a year in advance. But, yeah, I am in shock. I don't know what to think about this. Like, I'm obviously gutted he's leaving Mercedes, but I'm also very happy for Lewis, because obviously you become an F1 driver, you have one goal in mind, and that is Ferrari. And could this be the place he ends his career? If so, what a place to end it. Like, the most successful on-paper driver of all time is officially joining the most successful team of all time in Formula 1. This is huge. Like, this could be a partnership from the gods. Like, this could be the return of the Schumacher days, for all we know. Obviously, it's way too early to speculate on that yet, but for all we know, this could be the best thing that Lewis and Ferrari could have possibly done ever. So, yeah, I'm really excited about this. Of course, that does leave a very big question. Well, two, actually. Where is Carlos Sainz going to go next year, after he is replaced by Lewis? And who's going to replace Lewis at Mercedes? Now, there are quite a few candidates that have popped up in the last 24 hours or so. Of course, the main one being Carlos Sainz. They could just do a direct switcheroo. That'll be pretty cool. Another one that's popped up is Fernando Alonso, as supposedly, in the last few hours, since the rumblings of Lewis's departure were announced, Fernando Alonso's management has been in contact with Toto Wolff, so maybe Fernando Alonso will replace him. I mean, another candidate that's popped up is Alex Albon, who of course has shown massive promise in the Williams last year, and I can only imagine will continue to do so this year. But an absolute completely out of left field one is Kimi Antonelli. Now, those of you who don't know about him, he was just promoted last year from Formula Regional all the way up to Formula 2 for this year. And that could leave him in prime position to take Lewis's place next year. Now, the way I see it going personally is either Fernando Alonso comes in and someone replaces him at Aston Martin, maybe Alex Albon, or, and hear me out, Alex Albon comes to Mercedes and replaces Lewis Hamilton alongside George Russell, and Kimi Antonelli replaces Alex Albon. That's just my theory. I'm not sure where Carlos is going to land. Of course, we know he apparently signed that pre-agreement with Audi last year, so he's still going to have to sit out a year if he doesn't land anywhere else before Audi comes around, which is obviously quite a shame for Carlos, but I'm I'm sure a sabbatical won't hurt him, but you never know. He may land somewhere else. Yeah, so it's very possible this year's silly season could be over before the actual season begins. Yeah, never thought I'd say those words, but yeah, I am in utter shock. I want to know which time traveller stepped on a rock and messed up the timeline. Come on, who was it? Because let's face it, this is something that you only see in the F1 video games. This does not seem real even now. Like, I'm still very much trying to process this. Even, well, to the same extent I was in that TikTok / Facebook / Instagram reel and YouTube shorts that I posted last night because, yes, I'm recording this straight after that. So I am still completely bewildered as to this. Like, I'm stunned. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this week's F1 news update because, oh my god. So please, like the vid, subscribe to mine and Roxanne's channels. Her links in the description as always, my buttons down there. Please click them, and then the bells, to get our notifications. Comment as well, because why not let me know what you think of the Haas livery, and what you think about Lewis Hamilton's decision to jump to Ferrari, and who do you think will replace Carlos Sainz at Ferrari? Well, no, sorry. Where will Carlos Sainz go in place of Lewis Hamilton being at Ferrari, and who will replace Lewis Hamilton at Mercedes? So, where will Carlos land after he's left Ferrari next year, and who will land in Lewis's seat at Mercedes for next year? And of course, once you know that too, please follow me on my social medias. They'll be down in the link tree in the description. Below that is going to be Roxanne's website. And lastly, please do share this video with all your friends. Stick and join the infinite loop of liking, subscribing, commenting, following, and sharing, and around and around and around that loop. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with D&D for Dummies. Goodbye!